Yo, what's up, guys? How y'all doing? It's Josh back with another video, another live stream. I'm excited, for today's live stream. I definitely appreciate all you guys, coming through. I see a couple people already rolling in. I appreciate you guys. If you're here, go down, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new here, you know what I'm saying? And then also, um, salute, you know, definitely appreciate it. Shout out to everybody that's here. Like I said, before the billion, salute to you. What's up, bro? Big Pontiac, what's happening, man? Go down, hit that like button as you roll in. I definitely appreciate, like I said, all you guys coming through, especially on a holiday. Today's the 4th, you know what I'm saying? Labor Day. So definitely appreciate all you guys coming through. It's awesome. You know what I'm saying? Awesome. Um, yeah, shout out to all you guys. Yeah, salute. Um, and just give me 1 second. I'm trying to fix something right fast. Shout out to you, brother Michael. I see you, bro. Salute, man. Definitely appreciate it. Yeah, yeah. 1 second. Yeah, so I got a couple things I was gonna talk about today. One of those things being a breach that actually happened. So if you're in the cybersecurity world, you know what I'm saying, I always talk about how it's good to pay attention to the news that's going on. You know what I'm saying? And this is, an interesting article. I don't know if you guys use Plex. I've used Plex for a very long time on multiple servers that I you know, play around with, you know what I'm saying, on my home network, share them like my media, and all that stuff. And I set this stuff up on Linux servers, you know what I'm saying? So, it's just something that I try to do. I don't know, it's just something for the kind of like the family or whatever, just to kind of play around with what's what's actually going on. I mean, what's actually what actually you can do at home on your own network. You know what I'm saying? Plex is awesome. You know what I'm saying? So let me switch over to the article. I actually did a video on it today. And it's just an interesting, read or whatever. And I'm gonna put that video up probably tomorrow or something. But I figured I'd cover it on the live stream. Most people don't come through watch my live streams. They watch more of my content that I've pre-recorded. Because I kind of that's what people know me for. You know what I'm saying? They don't know me for live streaming. They know me more for the content that I put up. For them to watch. On a whenever they want to or whatever. But let's check out this article right fast. And basically, if you have a Plex account, you probably got an email saying that you need to change your password right now because they got hacked. And this was on August 24th when this article was released. I'm not sure of when they released the statements on this. Um, it's in the article somewhere. But Plex, it says it's one of those services that hardcore nerds absolutely love, which I am. No, I'm joking, man. But yeah, we all love, media. I don't know about you guys, but I'm a movie buff. I love movies. You know what I'm saying? I purchased a whole bunch of movies over the years, whether on DVD or, just downloading some type of way, purchasing it, you know what I'm saying? And I just love my movies, man. I love watching movies. I love watching TV shows. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have much time for it these days, especially running this, YouTube channel. But I still have the servers set up for, people that watch movies in my household. You know what I'm saying? But it says it also is getting more higher profile these days thanks to a series of features, additions, like built-in free streaming TV. Yeah, and that's one interesting thing about Plex. They added some stuff in there like free streaming TV. And the reason a lot of these applications or servers like this are becoming popular because the cable company is like very expensive when it comes to just watching regular TV. And then also you got all these different companies out here that are like HBO. They got all these they got their own little streaming app, and you got to sign up for a different streaming platform to actually see the media that you want to see. You know what I'm saying? And so we going into one of those ages where they charging you these small amounts every month, you know what I'm saying, for everything. And so I don't know, it's these little microtransactions, you know what I'm saying? But those microtransactions kind of add up, monthly subscriptions, you know what I'm saying? The subscription based stuff. But anyway, that profile appears to have attracted the wrong kind of attention. According to an email sent to users, Plex was hacked, and whoever did it made off with emails, user names, and encrypted passwords. So yeah, that sucks. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the passwords are encrypted, and I talk about this in a video that I recorded today. But the passwords are encrypted, so they would have to be decrypted. They would have to find out what they're encrypted, what algorithm they use to encrypt the passwords, and then decrypt those passwords. Yeah, but I think it says in this article they use like industry standard. So was it the Diffie-Hellman algorithm or whatever for passwords? Whatever it is, I can't remember. Um, but yeah, they're encrypted. And so you really, they would have to go through a lot to decrypt these passwords, but it's still recommended that you go and change passwords. So if you have a Plex account, that's really all I want to do is just show you guys that this happened. You know what I'm saying? If you have a Plex account, go and change passwords for it. And I go in a little bit more detail in the video that I recorded today. So kind of wanted to just cover that. But I see a couple people saying stuff in the chat. If you got any questions, about getting into IT or something to that effect, go on and ask them in the chat as well. But I see Professor Black Ops, AB Media, what's up, man? Azago, he says, keep it techie. I appreciate you giving out this information on a regular. I use your advice on things to look up as well as other programs to learn about. Yeah, and that's the whole purpose of me doing this is just I don't know, if I see something that's interesting, and I think might be interesting to people that watch the channel, because I can kind of gauge based on, what you guys watch on my channel, as well as the other channels that you're interested in, other topics that you're interested in. I try to put that information out as well, as much as I can in order to, help people or keep people on top of things that's, going on in the tech world. So shout out to you. Now, next thing I'm kind of wanting to talk about, and really this was what the whole live stream was really about, was the Hugo website builder. And then if I have time later on, I'll talk about the third topic as well. But let me open up Hugo right fast. If you guys have never heard of Hugo, it's awesome, bro. It's an awesome website, bro. Like, not website, but application that you can use to create websites. And what it does is it creates a static website. You know what I'm saying? It's static. It's faster, obviously, because it's static. You know what I'm saying? It's not much to load. It doesn't have to, connect to a back end with databases and all that stuff to grab whatever data that it's trying to do. It's basically laid out in a static format, and you click through it just like any other website. It works 100% the same. It's just the information is, readily available for the server to push out to users that connect to that website. So let's go over to it right fast. I have it up. But Hugo, the world's fastest framework for building websites. And just so you guys know, and this is something that I'm starting to talk about a lot more, but I use Hugo to build my website. I found me a theme. You know what I'm saying? They have themes out there. You can modify those themes as much as you want to. You just need to understand a little HTML, CSS, also Markdown. Markdown is another thing that's used heavy on these websites in order to build them out. You know, create your articles and put your, put everything together, and you can write out your your post and all that stuff and put it out on your website. And this is good for people that are in the tech field, and they want to create like a short blog or something, or a small blog. You don't have to use no like WordPress, no content management system with a whole bunch of moving pieces. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of security that you have to maintain. Essentially, you have to create a whole website, or you can host it from WordPress.com. But I'm just saying, like, you don't have to worry about security, and all that good stuff, because it's essentially all static. HTML, CSS. Now, I use that to actually create my main website. Now, I called it docs.keepitechie.com. And there's a theme that I found. I believe it's a documentation theme, because I kind of wanted to keep it as almost like documentation. So if you go over like to my tutorials, let me actually put the link in the chat if you guys want to check it out or whatever and kind of see what I did. But I got tutorials page. So each time I do a video, and I'm starting from like my newer videos, like today, I'm working on my Plex article that I need to get out, because I told everybody in the video that I uploaded this morning that I was going to have the link to the article. Well, anytime I do something like an instructional build, I need to create a article so you guys can get the the links to everything. You can copy and paste, and do everything I did in the video. And that's my whole purpose for building out this site, because I get a lot of comments, oh, you didn't put you know the links down in the video, or you didn't put the commands down in the video, in the description of the video like you said. And yeah, it was my intention to put them in the video, but when it comes to code, like for instance, certain characters, when you put them in the description of the video, YouTube does not like that. You know what I'm saying? And so sometimes I would run into where, oh, you're putting spam links or something. That's what it thinks, you know what I'm saying? But in actuality, it's just commands. But it doesn't like certain characters. So it'll force me to change the character, or I can't use that specific character. Like for instance, I'm not sure if it's this one, like this like arrow or something. It was something I ran into a while back, and I could not figure out a good way to put the commands in the description of the video so you guys can copy and paste them, because YouTube did not like that. So long story short, the only way I could do it is by putting it on a website, on my own personal website where I control it myself. So that's why I created this website, and I'm trying to go back through some of my older videos where people are asking this stuff, and I'm trying to put that in there. It just takes time. And like I said, I'm doing this stuff myself. You know what I'm saying? Every video that I put up, it's nobody else involved. I don't, uh, I don't ask nobody to create my thumbnails. I don't ask nobody to write up the descriptions in the video. I respond to all the comments that I can when I can. I what else? Everything dealing with this channel I do by myself. And I'm not complaining about it. I like it. It's fun. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta, I don't know, you gotta work with me, I guess, or whatever, because I'm doing this stuff myself. I mean, I don't really make money off of this channel. I make a little bit, but it ain't enough to where I could hire some team, like, Network Chuck or somebody. All these big YouTubers, they make, 10,000, probably 20,000 a month off their channel, you know what I'm saying? Probably more, you know what I'm saying? I can't afford to hire no team, you know, to do all this stuff. So I got to do all this stuff myself. And so it's and that's the thing. If you enjoy something, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you got to put in the work, you know what I'm saying? And so that's what I'm doing. I've been putting in the work, you know, doing what I can to try to keep up on this stuff and make sure I put out as much content as I can, as well as, you know, documentation. But anyway, the whole purpose of me, like I said, creating this site is, and it started because of the course. So if you guys didn't know, put the course out there, Introduction to Linux. So I created this like documentation website for the course. But I said, well, let me just start putting my videos up there as well. And have you tried shortening the URL? Well, no, it's not a problem with the URL. It's mainly a problem, JM. It's mainly a problem with me putting the commands in the description of the video. You see what I'm saying? So like certain characters, YouTube don't like, or it thinks it's spammy, or it thinks something about the actual commands that you're putting in there, and it won't allow me to put the commands. So I don't want to put halfway commands. Like some of the commands will take because it doesn't have a certain character in it, and some of the commands will, you know, won't allow me to put it in there. So what's the point of halfway putting the commands in the description of the video if I can't put the rest of it in there so you can follow along? So that's what I mean by that. I'm just trying to put everything in one location as well as you know, at least put together an article so you guys can actually see what I did and copy. Like I got the links in there, you can copy, boom, paste it into your terminal. You know what I'm saying? Good to go. Now let me see what else someone else was saying. He said I'm Green Sergeant KLR. Yeah, no worries, bro. No worries, man. All you gotta do is you know, I mean, I'm not the best teacher, you know what I'm saying? I don't consider myself the best teacher, but it's plenty of information out there, you know, including my own information, you know, to help you get into the tech field. That's what you're trying to do, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's valuable to me because as an electronics technician, I'm on the completely other side of the industry. Yeah, I got you. I got you. Um, for sure, man. That's why I do it. Yeah, shout out to you, Freeman's Journal. I see you, man. I see you. Big Pontiac, have you done any teaching on Python? No, I haven't. And that was the thing, bro. Like, that's like totally outside of my job. Now, let me explain this. Like, all right, Linux is totally outside of my job. You know what I'm saying? And all I do is Linux content. So it'll be kind of hard for me to take on, you know, learning something else that's totally outside of my job. Yeah, Python is there, you know what I'm saying? I could do some teaching on it, you know what I'm saying? I do use Python at work a little bit, but not as much, you know, to where I know it 100% where I could just spit it out. And the Linux stuff, it takes up so much time, you know, keeping up with everything and trying to put out content that it's hard for me to take on something else. So I might do a quick, like, a little bit of uh I don't know, like a beginner's course to Python, like setting up a coding environment, using JSON files, um, things like that when it comes to Python. I just don't have the time at the moment. That may come in the future though. I appreciate the question though, you know what I'm saying? He says, it works, bro. I just want to show my kids this. Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah. Hey, and that's one thing I do this for too, because like my kids are, you know, still young. Um, my oldest kid is 15, my youngest is 12. So they, you know, I'm trying to get them into it. And I'm sure, you know, it's a lot of parents out there want to get their kids into the STEM field. You know what I'm saying? It's an awesome field to actually get into, or the tech industry. Um, so I try to put this stuff out there, you know, in the simplest way possible so kids can actually watch it. And my kids actually watch my videos every now and then. Actually they watch pretty much all of them. You know what I'm saying? And I asked them for pointers on, you know, did this make sense? Did this explain this, you know, to the point where you can understand it? And of course, I've been showing them IT since they was, kids, showing them things on the computer since they was kids. You know what I'm saying? So they might be a little bit ahead of the curve. I don't know, but most kids nowadays, they are technically inclined. So they get a lot of this stuff faster than, us older folks. You know what I'm saying? And so um I try to make it as simple as possible so young people can pick up on it. You know what I'm saying? So how do you configure a load balancer in Linux? Now, load balancing, I guess it all depends. Well, hold on. Let me go in and see how to actually do that, because I never actually did that before. I guess it's for a service, right? So a particular service. That's what I was thinking about. Load balancing, for like a specific service. So like you got two servers or something and you're trying to set up they kind of call it, like, I know on the Microsoft side they call it always on or high availability. Um I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. So let's see, load balancing in Linux. And I don't know. And just so you guys know, it's okay to say you don't know. I really don't know. Yeah, load balancing, you can do it with whatever service that you're looking at. So load balancing with high availability proxy, Nginx, and keep alive in Linux. Okay, yeah, I've never did that before. And that's essentially so you have less downtime. That's essentially what load balancing is. You know what I'm saying? So and less stress on the actual hardware that you're using. You know what I'm saying? If you're using, two servers, they're, using or they're sharing the load of the work. So it all depends on like the service, I guess, that you're using or that you have set up. You can set up load balancing. I've never done it, but I started looking into it so I could figure out, how to put something together for you guys. Yeah, in Apache. You're right, in Apache. Um, that I haven't done. You know what I'm saying? So because I know you can do load balancing or high availability, with MySQL. They have a way. It's like setting up a cluster. You know what I'm saying? Or not a cluster, but what do you call it? Where where the two databases sync. They basically sync. They have a primary node and um, a secondary node, and whatever changes are made, it'll sync between the two. I don't know. That's considered like high availability, something to that effect. So I'm assuming you could do that with Apache too. So yeah, I guess those two servers have to be set up 100%, the same and maintained on the same patching levels and all that stuff, um, and it'll share the workload when it comes to websites. Now, I never had a need to set nothing up like that before because um I don't have any sites where I need to set up high availability, and I typically go off of making them. I typically go off of what I've used or what I'm learning to create my videos. So never had a need for high availability or load balancing before, so I never really set it up. But I need to learn it. So like I said, I'm gonna look into it. Yeah. And if you just rolling in, go on, hit that like button. I definitely appreciate, everybody that's coming through. And what's up, Steve? Very own. Good to see you, bro. And NC Worker, man. Good afternoon to you as well, bro. Definitely appreciate it. Uh so back to the website. So, like I said, I use Hugo to create this. And you can do exactly the same using Hugo. I've seen a couple people talk about Hugo in the past. So definitely check out Hugo. Um, like I said, they have themes. And I was gonna kind of show you guys how to do it, but the documentation is there. They have a whole bunch of documentation. Templating, install Hugo. It's not hard to install. You can install it everywhere. Mac OS, Windows, Linux, OpenBSD, FreeBSD, and it's essentially it's very simple to install, and it's very simple to use. And so they got the installation instructions there. I'm not gonna go through and show you guys how to do it, how to install it. Actually, let me open up what I was working on, or at least show you guys how I do my. Oh crap! I done lost the page. Hopefully it's still streaming. Oh, there we go. All right, yeah. So hopefully you guys can kind of see that. Well, no, so you guys can see what I'm doing. I want to at least show you guys the page, or at least one of the pages I created. So this website right here, or not this website, but this page or this tutorial on my website, I'm gonna show you the actual file that I used in Markdown to create this page. Or actually, let me show you one that's a little bit more complex. So Nala was very simple to put together, but Failed to Ban, I think, had a little bit more commands, that I had to, kind of figure out and put together using Markdown. So let me try to find a way to show you guys this. Yeah, let's minimize it, and let me put my full screen up so you guys can see it. See Lenovo desktop. There we go. There we go. So let me close some of this. Close some of this. And let me transition over. All right, cool. So you guys can kind of see my desktop a little bit. Might be a little hard to see. Yeah. I think I might need to zoom in on some of this stuff so you guys can see. And I'll just fix it back when I get back. But anyway, hopefully you guys can see that. But all right, so what happens is with Hugo, I'm gonna go into my home directory and then go to, I created a folder. You can install it wherever you want to, Hugo, wherever you want to. Now I gotta find it. Website, I believe. Websites. Where did I put it? I know it's under my home directory. Yeah, there we go, Hugo. So I created a folder called Hugo. This is where all your websites or you can create them all. And it's a bunch of commands that you use, but this is essentially what it looks like when you install it. So you use TAML files or whatever. You got your themes. So like I said, I was using a documentation site, Docs or something like that. And then it's a data structure that you use or that you have to understand. So like right now I'm looking for the actual site that I created. So Docs, content, tutorials, and it's in that format, like that. Link up here is under the tutorials port of the site right here. You see that tutorials? If we go back to the folder, that's what this folder is right here, tutorials. I know it's kind of hard to see, but whatever. And then you can find these folders. So I create a folder, and it all depends on the theme. You create a folder based on for this theme, it uses a folder for the structure of the actual article that you're writing. And it contains everything in it that you need as far as, images and all that stuff. Now, I just kind of wanted to open this up and show you guys the format. So if you understand Markdown, this shouldn't be too hard for you to figure out. You know what I'm saying? And it looks like, oh, there was an update with VS Codium. But anyway, so this is the format right here. And I'm basically pulling in my video from YouTube using an iframe. So you could put, normal like HTML stuff into Markdown, but essentially you just follow the format, and you put all the information in using Markdown. So that's titles, you know what I'm saying, and essentially they got pages out there that show you what to use for different things. Like, this is my code. I have to put it in, using these dashes up here, and then tell it what type of code it is, and then put the code in between it. You see what I'm saying? So that's essentially how you put your code in there. And then, you know, just fill it out using Markdown. It's very simple to write. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like writing something, quick. And like I said, I do this on myself on my website, or for my articles. I just have to, keep up on it. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, hopefully you guys can see that, or you could have seen that, or you did see that. But that's essentially, how to create the actual articles. Now it's a little bit more complex than that. And hold on one second, I'm trying to find the actual live stream. There we go. Yeah, I see somebody. Let me see what people are saying in the chat. Is there advantage to using Hugo over HTML, CSS, and JavaScript? It's easier for people to use. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, you're right. Before the billions, it is used on GitHub. A lot of people use Markdown on GitHub. And a lot of people host these sites from GitHub. They'll host their website from GitHub for free. You can just put up your static site on GitHub and share it out from there. I just prefer to put it on a server because I already have servers that I'm paying for other people. You know what I'm saying? Websites that I manage. That kind of pay me to manage their websites. I just use it up there. Since I'm already paying for the server, I might as well take advantage of it and use it up there. And shout out to JC the Conqueror. He says, where do I go to learn coding? And I'll show you that in a second. I'll show you that in a second, bro. Just give me 1 second. Let me answer this other question. There are some advantages based on what it's supposed to be like a little bit faster, when it comes to, you know, using this type of site, because it's all static. It's all HTML, CSS. It's put into, you know, it does use JavaScript as well. It's just easier for people that are new to building websites. That's really what it is, JM. Yeah, you can write all this stuff out yourself, using HTML, CSS, but this is something you can build upon. It's quickly, easily, you're easily able to set up a website using a template. That's what attracts a lot of people to it. So I think that's one of the big advantages of it. You know what I'm saying? And then also, like, before the being said, GitHub, you can host it for free. I've seen people host these for free. And yeah, you could write out the code, host it on GitHub as well. But, this gives you a starting point, so to speak. And yeah. So where do I go to learn coding? Now, one of those things, I recommend, it all depends on what coding language you're trying to learn. So I know Python has, was it Python Institute? So it depends on what you're trying to learn though too. But I always talk about W3 schools. So I'll show you guys that in a second too. So Python Institute, I believe they have, this is the actual official place where you can go get certified for it. But Python, hold on. Is it Python Institute? Yeah, Python Institute is where you go get certified. But they do have, hold on. Let me just type Python in it, because I can't remember the link to the other page. So I'm gonna type Python, and which one is it? Python. Or is it Python Institute? Yeah, Python Institute has all the resources there, I think. Let me see. Study Python leadership certifications. Study Python essentials. Yeah, here we go. So let's see. Then is this free right here? That's for the certifications right there. I swear you could go here before. Hold on. Testing, publication. Let me see. Yeah, free code camp. I was gonna bring that one up next too. So shout out to you, JM. I appreciate it. Free code camp is definitely a place to go. But I thought it was like a Python site that I used to go to. It allow you to run commands in the actual browser. Hold on. Python. Let's type Python learning. I thought I typed in Python. Let's see, Python Code Academy. Yeah, that's one as well. Oh, python.org. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. So python.org. This is where you actually install Python from. And all the training areas is gonna point you here to download Python. But they have training here. So let's see, beginner's guide. You can go there. And that'll walk you through the documentation side of it. But hold on, let's see. Learn more. Python documentation. See, beginner's guide. How do you? I don't even remember how to use this thing again, because it's been a while since I actually use this site for sure. But I know you can come in here and learn Python using their tutorials. Let's see. Getting started, installing, learning. Hmm. So I'm lost. I don't know. But this is a good resource to learn Python. I would have to go through and look through this thing again and see. It's been a while since I've been here, but um, I know it was a way for you to actually go through and it'll walk you through how to, write the code out. It'll just walk you through it. And the reason I know this because I had my son do it. You know what I'm saying? So I know it was on this site. I don't know where, but I know this was on this site. Docs. Popeye. I don't know, man. I would have to go through this again. But anyway, Python.org is a good resource. Also, Python Institute is where people go to get certified. I know for sure. You can get those official certifications from there, showing that you understand Python programming. And they have certifications for it. Now, someone brought up free code camp. So, hey, free resource for learning coding. Free code camp, and they also have a YouTube here on or a channel here on YouTube. So free code camp, there we go, freecodecamp.org. Boom, get started for free. 8,000 tutorials. So whatever you want to learn, whatever programming language you want to learn, just go in there and type it in. Also, let's go to their channel. And I definitely recommend their channel. My course is up there as well. So all you gotta do is go to their channel. I recommend you go over to videos. You probably gotta be logged in to search. That's probably why I'm not seeing the search thing. Yeah, I'm not logged in over here. Oh yeah, I am. Hold on, where's the search at? But let's say you want to learn Python. So I'm not, for some reason, I'm not seeing the search button over here. Hold on. There we go. Oh, there we go. Never mind. I'm tripping. So, like, for instance, Linux. Boom. My course is up there, over there. Almost I haven't. Wow. I didn't know I had that many views on this thing. Wow. But anyway, let's say you want to learn CSS. CSS, type that in. I seen it was a new tutorial that came out not that long ago about CSS, HTML. 5 days ago. CSS tutorial, full course for beginners. Boom. All you gotta do is follow that course and you can learn use some CSS. HTML. Type that in. Boom. 3 years ago, but here we go. Learn HTML 5 months ago. I would recommend going with the latest course because it has the most up to date, information in it. I don't know what else. PHP. So let's say you want to learn PHP. PHP programming language tutorial full course. That was 4 years ago. Use PHP to create web applications for everyone course. He covers PHP as well. JavaScript, and this was 10 months ago. Laravel framework tutorial. There you go. Let me see what else. JavaScript. So Java. Say you want to learn JavaScript, just search on their site, man. It's on their website and follow these tutorials. And then also, like before the billions did say earlier, free code camp. No, not free code camp. It was something somebody else said. Yeah, free code camp. Okay, I thought somebody else said something else, but yeah, free code camp. Oh, Code Academy. That was another one. So if you want to pay for it, you use Code Academy. You know what I'm saying? And I always recommend people, look at multiple resources, but Code Academy does have some great courses in as well. Python, explore all HTML courses, JavaScript courses, free and pro courses. So you can go through and look at whatever language that you're trying to figure out. Let's say you want to get into DevOps. So introduction to DevOps. Learn Python 3, learn command line, learn Go, C. So pretty much any programming language you're interested in, you can find it on here. So C plus, C sharp, or for statistical data, PHP Go, Swift. So if you want to develop on Apple products or Apple, Apple environment, then yeah, Swift, Java, SQL, Bash, Shell. So good to go. Yeah, and I'm glad you brought it up again because I totally forgot about it again. But W3 Schools is definitely a great resource. This is how I first learned HTML. So W3 Schools, boom, online web tutorial. You search for whatever you're trying to learn. So HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, colors, icons, graphics. That's HTML, CSS right there. JavaScript, boom. JSON. Like anytime I can't remember something, like I'm working with JSON in Python. I don't think Python is on here. Hold on. Yeah, Python. Let's say I'm trying to figure out how to look at a JSON or use a JSON for something. Boom. Go to Python, JSON, gives you an example, import JSON, gives you an example of what you're actually looking for, what you're trying to do with that code. Convert from Python to JSON. It gives you examples and then it shows you the information. That's what I thought the python.org thing used to do. I remember it did at one point. I remember my son going through it. He went through like a little training thing on there. But like I said, bro, W3 Schools is awesome. Learn SQL, learn MySQL, learn PHP, Node.js, Raspberry Pi, Git, learn AWS Cloud, AI, machine learning over here, NumPy, Pandas, Excel. They even teach you Excel. And Excel, whether you know it or not, it's still important because a lot of people still use Excel documents, which is the same as Google Sheets. You know what I'm saying? So, awesome information. So I'm glad you asked that question. You know what I'm saying? Kind of made me go on a tangent. Oh yeah. Somebody said something about PowerShell scripting. So PowerShell scripting is important to learn, especially if you're getting into systems administration. That's what a lot of things are done. That's how a lot of servers are managed. It's not like back in the day where you had to log into, or you could RDP into multiple servers to make changes or do patching. A lot of this stuff is done via scripts. You know what I'm saying? And PowerShell is used. It's heavily used. Patching, you know, or changes, PowerShell. You know what I'm saying? So if you're system administrator, help desk, you know, any of those types of roles, you need to understand PowerShell. PowerShell is important. No matter, you know, no matter what type of job you in, you're gonna need to understand a little PowerShell. You know what I'm saying? So you can do things you know, pretty quickly, and as well as remotely. And you know, most of the people know that I don't know, that follow my channel a little bit. I'm sure you know that, I'm sure you heard me say, you know, the command line is a whole lot faster than, you know, using a GUI, and which is 100% true. You know what I'm saying? It is. Now, anybody want to come up? You can come. Oh, last thing I was going to talk about was, have I reached my YouTube ceiling? Like, I was, you know, listening to a channel a while back. Somebody was like, or somebody basically said, "Oh, um, you know, it's a ceiling out there." You know what I'm saying? For certain channels that talk about specific content or whatever. I don't think I've hit a ceiling. You know what I'm saying? It's just taking me a while to slowly, you know, continue growing or whatever. I mean, monthly I get about 300 to 500, you know, subscribers a month. You know what I'm saying? It's continuing to grow. I don't get a lot of views, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I reached a ceiling though. I don't think anybody has a ceiling on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? It's all depending on, um I mean, because it's people out there, you know, it'll be slow for a very long time, and then it'll just, um in a matter of a couple months it'll blow up. You know what I'm saying? The channel will blow up, which I don't really care. You know, if it happens, it happens. But you know what I'm saying? And maybe I'm off topic. I don't even know what I was trying to talk about when it came to that. But I don't know. It just kind of, I don't know. Just hearing that statement, I was like, well, I mean, I don't think I didn't reach the ceiling because I'm growing every day. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But hey, Professor Black Ops, I know you say you'll come up if you want to come up. Yeah, I got you. Hold up, hold up. Yeah, let me drop a link, bro. Um, let's see. Let's go to Meets and create us a. No, bro. Is that the right one? Yeah, that's it. New meeting. Start an instant meeting. And let's go down and drop that link down for you guys. Anybody want to come up? We can chop it up about tech or chop it up about whatever, man. Whatever's on your mind, I don't care. You can come up. But that's the link right there. Solo Dolo, shout out to you, bro, for the super chat. I definitely appreciate it. Kevin Lopez, he says, no point in placing limitations or ceilings on yourself. Yeah, and I haven't. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Like, oh, KeepItTechie, I think he just hit his ceiling. I mean, I don't know how you know that. You know what I'm saying? Just because I'm on my channel, I mean, you can't compare, and that's the thing, you can't compare yourself to other people. You know what I'm saying? Which I try not to. I don't compare myself to anyone else. I'm just doing what I want to do on my channel. You know what I'm saying? And I don't see it as a, I don't know, as a ceiling, or I didn't reach the ceiling because of, you know, I'm not growing as fast as other people, and that I don't like I said, I don't compare myself with other people. I mean, it's great. Maybe somebody else is growing faster than me. That's good. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy for them at the end of the day. You doing something, you know, I'm trying to do. Or if it, I mean, to me, if it happens, it happens. Like, I'm more concerned about me progressing in my personal career, versus YouTube. Yeah, it's cool. But at the end of the day, I mean, I'm trying to progress that way, and then I'm also trying to help people get into the field. So I don't really, you know, I don't really think that deep into it. You know what I'm saying? But we got Professor Black Ops on here. Give me 1 second, bro. I'm gonna fix this thing so we can get the panel going. Let's see, so I can bring you up on here. Boom. And then also let me fix this right fast. Try to get it. And what's up, bro? How you doing, man?
I'm doing all right. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah,
Perfect.
I can't complain, man.
Yeah. How's it going today, though, man? On
Well,
this Labor Day.
I'm, I'm doing all right, man. I'm dragging a little bit, but I can't complain, man. Just trying to get it going, man.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
go
any
ahead.
thoughts on the topic, or any thoughts on anything I covered today or I talked about today?
Yeah, just a little bit. You was right on point, but cybersecurity is so big. Like we were talking about scripting, and I think it was Python.
Mm-hmm.
No, like you're right. Like if you were, especially if you're a security engineer, you probably need to get down on the PowerShell and Linux. But when I first started, I just did application security. So I did more programming, right? So when you do Python, Java, right? So you're talking about validation of your code, man in the middle attacks, right? So that's when you need more general programming skills because
Mm-hmm.
you're not building systems and scripting, right? Because there's so many different jobs in cybersecurity. So that's why I was asking, what are you doing in cybersecurity? Like you're right, if you're engineering or you're an essay, you need scripting skills. I just started off as a general programmer doing programming security because I did Java. So I was just once again making sure the program was locked down. So I expect the essays to lock all that down, right? So
Mm-hmm.
it's just so many different domains in cybersecurity. So I always ask people, what are you trying to do? You trying to be a security engineer, compliance, purple team, application security? There's just so privacy. There's just so many domains in cybersecurity. So I just tell people, pick something and go with it, man. Just don't overthink it. So
Exactly. Exactly. I agree. I agree. Yeah. It like as it's all depending on what you're trying to do. You know what I'm saying, and what you're gonna need. You know, need to actually learn. But general understanding of programming is recommended in every job. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like understanding general, if because especially in cybersecurity, because it depends on what you're doing. You know, well, it all depends, but you
Mhm.
just need a general understanding of programming or scripting
Yeah,
as well. So,
because you brought that up too. Because now I've been on my AWS kick. Everything's automated now. So once you
mm-hmm,
get even in that certain level of cybersecurity, if you got to push out a security patch or something you did for a script, like you said, you got to push that out on 100 or even 1,000 servers. So what's the best way to do it for that platform, right? You can do it in Azure, AWS, Google, on-prem, but you need some mechanism. And a lot of that, you're going to either have to script it or code it a little bit, right? So if you got a coding background, that makes it easier for you to script. And so like you said, it all builds on each other. And I tell people, I've been in the game for 30 plus years. Each one of my jobs stack on top of each other that helps me in security, right? So I've been an SA, I've been a programmer, I've been a DBA. All those skills help you when you're trying to be a security architect right at
mm-hmm.
the top level.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree. And shout out to Solo Dolo again for the super chat. I definitely appreciate it. Yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely.
You see his
Uh,
comment right underneath the chat. I think that's him. He put a comment underneath that super chat.
nah, it's just showing a image. Hold on, let me
Yeah,
see.
but it
Oh, he
says
said
Chris
salute,
Solo.
Chris
I'm
Solo.
just
Oh, that's him too.
I'm
Does he have
guessing
two
because it
different
says Solo
accounts?
and Dolo. I'm just guessing.
Okay.
I could be wrong.
Maybe you switch between accounts or something. But shout out to you, man, if that's you. But he says, I'm currently learning. Yeah, because I was finna read that one. I thought it was somebody different. But
You
if it
might be right.
is,
That's
yeah,
just kind of coincidence. But go ahead.
yeah,
Go
yeah,
ahead
for
and read
sure.
it.
I'm currently learning Java in college, so hearing people talk about using Java professionally keeps me motivated. Yeah, definitely, definitely.
That's weird. I did Java for almost a decade off and on. It's still
Mm-hmm.
popular, but I don't think it's hot as it used to be. There's still a ton of it out there. Tam them talks about Rust and
Oh
all
yeah.
those other newer languages. Now I get a ton of offers to do Java still professionally. I haven't really done Java professionally probably in about 5 years, but once again, I do it from a security perspective, secure coding. I'm gonna talk a little bit about that channel, validation. How do you do all that? But yeah, Java's still really used
Mm-hmm.
out there. So and two is once you learn Java, when you go to another language, even Swift and all those, it's all syntax, right? After you can do a
Oh yeah.
couple loops, validation, right? You understand coding from a base standpoint. And Java's object oriented, so that's what most of the new languages are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and shout out to you, Chris Solo. Yeah, I see it. Y'all two different solos. I got you. I got you. Shout out to
Oh,
you
my
guys.
bad. My bad. I messed that up.
Nah, you good. JM, he says you need to understand a little coding to use Burp Suite in Cyber. Yes, yes.
Yeah, but I use Burp Sweep. I might do a little bit on my channel. I usually go live on Sunday, but I've just been dragging. But yeah, Burp Sweep, you can catch all the transactions in the middle and see what they are. You can actually even change them to actually attack websites. So yeah, Burp Suite is definitely used in the industry from a red team cyber attack and from compliance and cyber validation. You can see what the program is sending on a wire to view it, along with Wireshark. So both of those products are used in the industry.
Now let me ask you this question: do
Yeah.
you think there's a ceiling when it comes to tech channels, or tech channels like ours or whatever? Do you see? Do you think it's a ceiling?
No, no. I gotta say this right. I think there's a ceiling, I think, in the manosphere, but I think you can jump over to other
Yeah,
spheres and grow it. You know what I'm trying to say? I
yeah,
think
I
when you
got you.
cut up into the relationship, well, shout out to that. I might
Yeah.
throw me a suit on and start talking red pill. No, I'm joking. So from that perspective, but you can always jump over to because I mean you see I'm gonna call it PWI channels that are huge in tech.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Right. I
yeah.
mean, to me, you huge. I ain't bust 2,000 yet, man. So
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm like 1750.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
so I guess too is what's our definition of big? You going 100,000, 500,000? What you think is big for tech? I mean, because you at
I'm
11.
looking at Network Chuck.
Wow, facts, facts,
that's
facts.
that's 1.5 million, I think, or something like that right
Yeah,
now.
it is crazy. Yeah, when you look at that, and the crazy thing is, y'all talk about a lot of similar stuff, man. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
so when you look at it, I see I tell you in my sphere I see a lot of Indian guys. They're huge
yeah,
in the
yeah,
tech. Their channels be big, and we talk about the same thing. So no, I don't think there's a ceiling. Um, like you said, you just gotta, like you said, get high, and sometimes you stuck, then you make a big jump too. So
yeah, yeah. That's true. That's true. No, and I only asked that because I heard a comment, and I get it. You right. It is a separation between the different places that you know that you I don't know are known in. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
Um, and that's why I don't know, kind of pigeonhole myself by
yeah,
only pushing myself in that one sector or whatever.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah, I'm with you on that. That's kind of how I am now. I just talk whoever comes,
yeah,
man. So
yeah, yeah.
I agree with that. You see
Hmm.
X Mixers comment?
Yeah, yeah. I see it. What do you say? I'm not an SA, but I'm an SA Latino systems analyst working. Love the channel. Hey, shout out to you, bro.
Facts out. I like that. That's what Jay-Z just said on God did. So that's funny. He said, I'm not a him, but I am him.
Yeah, yeah.
Bars to essay. Bars.
Yeah, boys.
Bars. But yeah, once
Yeah.
again, like you said, it's domain, especially the tech domain by itself, is just ginormous in cybersecurity in itself as a subdomain is still big, right? So
Yeah,
there's at
yeah.
least 5 or 6 bigger domains in cybersecurity. So, like we always talk about, just find your lane, get your bag, get your fundamentals. Scripting
Mm-hmm.
Linux is always a fundamental. People were surprised I was at work. I got on there, I start PS minus EF in the LS. Somebody like, I like, dude, I did Linux for 10 years. So, we was trying to track down a problem and nobody knew how to do Linux but me. I'm like, dude, I started off as a programmer. So, those skills build on top of, once again, build on top of each other. And we always talk about get those fundamentals, right? There's a lot of free courses. I'm a Udemy fan. You can get anything you want for $9.99. So
Oh
shit,
yeah.
there's just a ton of resources and the community, and in general, when you reach out to any of us or me, we'll try to help you or send you to somebody that could help you. So there's just a lot more resources than when I got in the game in like 1990. Hell, there wasn't no Google. You was doing just straight books. So a
Mm-hmm.
lot easier to get started, a lot easier to get help.
Yeah, and speaking of help, real hustles and money stacking. He says, I need help with Burp Suite. I could point you in the direction of um John Hammond. I know
Yeah,
he
he was
does a lot of cybersecurity stuff on his channel. I'm not sure if he does it in depth on Burp Suite, but I know that might be a place you can go check out. Um,
What are you
like I,
trying to do with Burst Suite? I guess that would
yeah,
be my question. What are you trying to do with it? Because there's a
yeah,
lot, especially general YouTube. If you're just trying to be in the middle and look at some fields or something, that should be straight on YouTube. So you're
yeah,
trying to change them and keep them pushing. So it depends on really if you're trying to do something basic with Burst Suite. There's a lot of general tutorials on YouTube. So
yeah, yeah. And then also one thing I try to tell people that's looking into a particular application or looking into some, not saying it's not good to learn something, new in any way. Definitely, if you want to learn something, if you're interested in something, learn it. You know what I'm saying? I definitely want you to do that, but also look at the jobs. Go on the job boards and type in Burp Suite and see who's actually paying for a position for people that know Burp Suite. You know what I'm saying? And not saying don't put the effort in to learn it, but if it's not many jobs out there for it, you know what I'm saying? It might be beneficial to look into probably something else, maybe. And I'm sure Burp Suite falls under like pen testers, and
yeah.
isn't that what that is? That's essentially it's an information gathering tool, I believe.
Yeah, but I actually
Um,
used it as a programmer more than I did in
yeah,
cybersecurity. So there's a ton of ways to like you said, if you just trying to look at some values in the middle, like Burst, you can do that with Wireshark. So I mean, it just
yeah,
depends. Like you saying, that Wireshark is definitely more used, I think, than Burp Suite. So
yeah.
like you said, you just got to figure out the right tool for the right job. And what
Hmm.
you brought up too is you want to use something that's hot that you can use in the real world and get paid for.
Yeah,
So
exactly. Yeah, I agree. I agree. So if did you have anything else? Cause I'm gonna shut it down. I don't
no,
try
that's
to
cool.
stay on here too long, but
No, no,
did you?
just to
Oh, go
close it
ahead.
out, like you said, just so much out here to learn. I don't think there's a cap in YouTube because my YouTube channel's small, but I actually had an AWS interview. It didn't go super well, but I got one, and I get a lot of side work off on my channel. A lot of my subscribers recommend me to
Hmm.
other companies and just look out. So I get a ton of side work off of my YouTube channel. If I wanted it, I'm just so burnt out now. So even if your channel's small, you can definitely use it in other ways to make money. Like I said, I get a ton of side work. I was doing some side work making $50 an hour that I got from my channel. So don't let the subscriber count deter you, because even small channels make money. You just don't make money off of YouTube. You make money off of side things. Like I said, I do a lot of freelancing. Brother Michael, send me a professorblackops at gmail.com. Shoot me an email and I'll shoot you my LinkedIn information.
Yeah, and for anybody that's asking where to find Professor Black Ops, that's his channel. I just dropped in the link, so definitely get over there and subscribe to his channel. Yeah, he's definitely putting out a lot of great information, especially when it comes to AWS and just different things in cybersecurity. He has an awesome channel. I always recommend people go over to his channel. I always try to share his videos as much as I can when I see stuff. So definitely check him out, bro. He's awesome, YouTuber as well as tech professional, which I try to promote. So, but shout out to everybody that came through. Shout out to everybody that donated. I definitely appreciate all you guys coming through, for this like little live stream that I wanted to do. And I know it's a holiday. I figured not that many people would show up, but I wanted to do it anyway because I had, these topics I wanted to kind of share with you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream, and also share this with as many people as you can think of that want to get into the tech field. Definitely share it out if you can. Also, if you just got here and you haven't liked the video, go down and like the video, subscribe, all that good stuff. And if you're interested in learning Linux, I have an introduction to Linux course on my channel. So just search introduction to Linux. Also, the link will be in the description of the video as well. But appreciate it again, guys, for coming through, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and of course, keep it techie. Thanks, Professor Black Ops. You can stay on for a second.
Okay.